All right, hello everyone. This is Randoms here. So I was just creeping on Reddit and I came across a post on R Dating. It's by this girl who is basically talking about her encounter with a guy who wouldn't take no for an answer. After I read this, I'm actually going to show you the text message conversation or the text messages that he sent her. I'm going to read those to you as well. I have not read those yet, so it's going to be a surprise for all of us, and I'm hoping it's going to be entertaining. So let's go ahead and start reading this. Now it looks like she added a lot more. When I first came across this post, I only read up to here. So she's definitely added a lot more. I'm assuming a lot of people have been DMing her. Let's get started. So please take no for an answer. I went out with someone on a virtual FaceTime date. Coronavirus. He was not my type at all. But I had a good conversation with him for like 2 hours, then ended. All right, so really quick question. I mean, how much do you get to know if someone is your type based on FaceTiming, right? I mean, if she's talking about physical type, wouldn't she have known that from his pictures? Or was she just talking to him entirely because she was bored? Like a lot of girls are doing this during coronavirus, where like if you're on Tinder, I'm in Korea right now, and you're basically like, I'm getting like people, I'm seeing people's profiles that are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 kilometers away or something. And obviously, you know these people are not interested in actually dating or anything. They're just looking for someone to pass the friggin' time with. It's super annoying. So it could just be that this girl was just looking for someone to talk to. She wasn't interested from the very beginning, and she may have led him on a little bit. I don't know. That's just an assumption, but let's continue. Told him immediately after that I wasn't interested in being romantic, but maybe we could be friends. So, I mean, at least she tried to be straightforward with him here, but I mean, hey, we could be friends. That's kind of a whatever. It's a cop out. It's just her way of being polite. There's nothing wrong with this. He says not interested in that and asks for another chance. I say no, talk to him about it, and then he accepts. All right, so it sounds like they had like an honest conversation. At bare minimum, she didn't just ghost him after he continued to persist, right? So she tried to do the honest thing here. Until I wake up. This is so funny. Whenever you end a conversation with something like this is true for girls as well. You'll go to sleep, everything is fine. You'll wake up in the morning and you have like a long ass text message. So the text message she's talking about right here is the one she sent me. So I'm going to read this to you after I read all of this. So until I wake up to 3-page text message from him asking me to give him a shot. Bro, she just told you she's not interested twice and she had to have a conversation with you. How I deserve his love. What? See, this makes me really wonder if maybe she told him something like, oh, I don't deserve your love. You're too much of a great guy for me. It made him like, it kind of led him on, right? She probably was trying to let him down gently and she sent the wrong signals, right? Instead of letting him know, I am not interested in you, she made it seem like she was insecure or something, that this guy was like trying to reassure her. I finally just coldly say, I'm not interested and block his number. I am 26 and he is 30. So it's not like we were effing 16 where that kind of behavior is more normal. I feel like this kind of behavior is normal regardless of the age. Whether someone is 16, 30, 50, 80, there are people who are like this for life, basically. Yeah. So she's like, I feel so creeped out and nervous. I got it. Like, why do you feel so creeped out? Like, because I'm very curious to read what this guy wrote her. Because if he's just like pouring his heart out, and I get this after a 2-hour conversation that's really silly, you should not be this concerned. This is just silly. I feel so creeped out and nervous. I will have a stalker based on his behavior. Anyone dating, please take no for an answer the first time, especially if you're out of college. You should know better. If someone says no, accept it. This is not always true. I mean, this is the funny thing about women. This is actually not always true. Sometimes when people say no, like dates or something like that, or whatever, you know, when they're coming back to you, your place or something, no doesn't always mean no. I know I'm going to be called sexist and like perpetuating rape culture, whatever, but that is 100% true. Just listen to Ariana Grande's song. This is the part where I say I don't want it, right? The part where she says that she doesn't want it. In other words, she does want it. She's just playing an act. You won't change their mind, and if they want to be with you, they'll effing message you. Now, this part is 100% true. If someone doesn't want to be with you, chances are they won't change their mind. And if they do want to be with you, they will message you. All right? So if they're not messaging you, they don't want to be with you. Now, we're going to put this on pause because there's actually a lot she wrote here. And then we're going to read the message and come back to this because this she added, I'm assuming, after lots of people started DMing her. So let's check out the messages. No. Okay, so So this is what he sent her. Hey, so I was thinking about this, and this is, mind you, sorry to keep interrupting, but mind you, this is after they already had a conversation. She already told him twice that she's not interested, and she had a conversation, and she's gone to bed already. So he's messaging this after 2 conversations and after she's fallen asleep. Hey, so I was thinking about this. Hear me out. If you didn't feel a connection with me, that's totally fine. I can understand and respect that. I don't need to be loved by everyone, and I have plenty of options. If that's how you feel, I hear you, and you don't even need to bother responding to this text. Bro, don't worry, she didn't respond. She didn't respond. Okay? So he's saying, I have plenty of options. This is, guys, people who, like, for men who send texts, look, I don't know if this guy's lying or if he's telling the truth, but you never send this to a woman. You never let her know, oh yeah, I have all these girls after you. Imagine if she said to you, hey, yeah, I have so many options, but I just want to talk to you. You would think, wow, she's such a douchebag. Either this guy's lying and he's fronting, or this makes you sound like a huge douchebag. Like, I get I get that, like, he's basically preemptively trying to let her know that, hey, I'm not texting you because I'm desperate, because this kind of looks a little bit desperate, I guess, if you've only been talking for 2 hours. So he's preemptively trying to tell her that, hey, I'm not desperate. That kind of comes off as a little bit insecure. But this also makes you look like a douchebag. Don't send people stuff like this. I have plenty of options. Relax yourself. All right. But if you did feel a connection and you are attracted to me, like you said, and okay, so physically, either she was lying or physically she is attracted to him. And I could be wrong, but I feel we did have a connection. You are wrong, brother. Then I think you may be getting ahead of yourself. I understand you are afraid of getting into a relationship with someone you are incompatible with. All right, so this is it right here. Apparently, she felt incompatible with. You said that was an issue for your mom, right? You said, okay, so this girl clearly has some family issues that she's bringing into this. You said you think you would drive me crazy, and that's why this wouldn't work. Okay, this is exactly what I meant before, right? Where he says, I deserve his love. Yeah, it's because clearly from this message, it made it sound like you were saying the fault is with you, and it's not. It's basically with this message, it sounds like what she was telling him was, it's not you, it's me kind of thing, which is the purpose of this message. So she kind of misled him. You said you would drive me crazy, and that's why this wouldn't work, but you are making assumptions about what I want and need out of a relationship, and we talked about that for all of 5 minutes on our second call. So whoa. They had 2 conversations. I'm assuming the second call is when she told him she's not interested. I have an open heart. I am open to love in many forms. I don't like where this is going. I mean, I don't know if this, maybe it sounds like this guy's saying, hey, I'm totally okay with being a side guy. If you truly want to work 16-hour days, 7 days a week, then you're right. This wouldn't work long term. Wow, look at all these ways she's trying to like lie to this guy and tell him I'm not interested. Bro, no one truly wants to work 16-hour days, 7 days a week. No one. Okay? And the fact is, anyone who wants to be in a relationship would know this would not work. The fact that she's telling you, hey, listen, I wanna work. Jesus Christ, dude. Bro. I don't think anyone would be able to be in a relationship working like that is fair to their partner. Yeah, she's trying to let you, like, she's trying to make it as clear as possible without making you feel bad about yourself that she does not want to be with you. Bro, take the friggin' hint. She's just trying not to tell you to F off. But if you want to work a lot, you stay busy with work on the weekdays. I do my own thing. You maybe take 1 or 2 days of rest, and I am okay with that. And I don't care who you are. Everyone needs rest. If you think working full days, 7 days a week will make you happy, give it a try. But I believe you will burn yourself out working like that and come to find it's unsustainable. Bro, she doesn't want to work 7 days a week, 16 hours a day. She's just lying. She's trying to let you down in ways that don't make it seem like it's you, that you're the problem specifically. She's not interested in you, and she's making up all these excuses. I am perfectly happy and content with how I am spending my time now, and I'm not seeing anyone. But apparently you have so many options. I don't feel like I need a lot of attention. We've only met once. They've met. I thought they only FaceTimed. All right, so maybe he's just mixing words up here. But I know you to be beautiful, intelligent, kind, funny, conscientious, open, emphatic, and curious. How? How do you know all this if you've only talked to this girl? If we're going based on what she said, right? For about 2 hours, give or take maybe half an hour or something. So if we're going based on what she said, how could you possibly know all this? Jesus Christ, this is like a perfect example of a guy who basically wears his heart on his sleeve. He falls in love too quickly. It's obvious to me you are a special person. How is it obvious to you? Bro, like really, it's obvious to me she's been doing nothing but lying to you and not being straightforward with you from the very beginning. She's trying to let you down in every other possible way aside from just being direct and telling you, I am not interested in you personally. And I know, and you are only 26, if I remember correctly. You have time to explore relationships without needing to rule them out after just one date. I think you appreciate this. You're making a lot of assumptions about someone you've only talked to for about 2.5, maybe 3 hours at most. But I am a special guy, and I am... You gotta love when people call themselves special. And I am looking for a special woman. If we have another date, talk about some of your fears and concerns without being in a relationship with me and explore our connection in more depth. Do you really have anything to lose? Yeah. What she has to lose is her goddamn privacy, because you will probably, if she sees you again after this text message, you're gonna think that text messages like these work. They might work if you're in a relationship with a girl and you guys have been together and she's officially your girlfriend, but these text messages don't work with people you've never even really gone out with. And if she continues seeing you, well, she's gonna have to lose her privacy, because when you start to think this will work, you're gonna start bombarding her with messages like this if she ever stops talking to you. Again, I definitely don't want you to feel pressured to see me again, but if you genuinely like me and were attracted to me after our first date, I think we should discuss some of these issues to see if they are real or are merely our shadow side trying to sabotage us from what would make us truly happy. Jesus friggin' Christ, dude. This guy wants to have serious conversations. Serious conversations about a relationship don't take place until you guys have been regularly seeing each other for, I don't know, like at least a month. Like, I mean, even without the coronavirus, what, you guys see each other 2-3 times a week? I mean, if you guys have lives, that is, right? So in a month, if let's just say conservative, you guys see each other 2 times a week, that's 8 times in a month. I mean, this guy is trying to have this conversation literally 2 hours after talking to this girl. So I'm not surprised at all that this creeped this girl out. I do think this guy is 100% harmless. I don't think there's any reason why she should think that he's a stalker. Like, she's just going extra here. This girl is clearly just hyping herself up here. This is BS. But yeah, this is not the kind of guy you want to get into a relationship with, because he falls way too hard, way too easily. And because of that, you know his feelings are not sincere. When people fall too hard, too quickly, it's infatuation at best. It's really fleeting. It's going to disappear. Their feelings are going to change. This guy's full of it. She did the right thing by blocking him, because trust me, he would not have stopped messaging her. She 100% did the right thing by blocking him. So apparently she's been getting a lot of messages. So let's continue reading. Edit. Getting a lot of responses, including DMs from angry men. Chill out. Stop sending me stuff about how I'm so awful and go outside. Here are some things. Well, a lot of them can't because of the coronavirus. Dating time. Some guys are saying that I shouldn't have given him so much time. My rule with first dates is to always give the person 2 hours in case they're nervous. It takes us some time to get our legs. So, I mean, it sounds like virtual FaceTime dates. So they didn't really spend any time together, so whatever. I mean, on first dates, I usually spend 3-4 hours minimum with someone. A lot of guys have messaged me to say, like, that's if I even sort of like them. A lot of guys have messaged me to say that's not okay. I should know immediately. That's actually not true. You should not know immediately. Do you get mad at guys who F girls on the first day and then ignore them after? No, you don't. And why is that? If you're upset someone would talk to you more on a first date to make certain you're not a good fit, you are not ready to date people, which is kind of true. You know? I mean, I do think people can figure out really quickly if they're attracted to you or not, but compatibility, finding out if you're socially compatible with someone, sometimes it could take them a little bit while to open up, right? So, like, yeah, I agree that you should talk, like, at bare minimum, you should finish the date. Like, it's just rude. Like, what was she supposed to do? Go on the date, cut it early because, oh, you're not my type? No, at bare minimum, you finish the date. That being said, it was virtual FaceTime data, so this sort of changes things. I don't even know. Attitude. I've been rejected plenty of times when dating. It doesn't matter who you are or what you look like. Sometimes the person doesn't feel chemistry. They liked you but didn't like X or Y. So it sounds like maybe she was attracted to him. When I was 24, I was severely underweight due to an ED, and a lot of guys I met stopped finding my body attractive. If you are not ready to experience rejection, you are not ready to date people. Accepting no for an answer. When I broke up with my last boyfriend, he wrote me a long email asking me to stay. That was fine, as we've been together in a long relationship, and I responded. So this is what I was saying earlier. Like, if you've been together for a while, messages like these will work, maybe. If you haven't been dating at all, that just comes across as creepy. On first dates, you're just getting to know someone. You should accept what the other person wants. Ours was a first date and a video chat, and I told him that I didn't feel romantic interest in him immediately after our date. So honestly, so far, it doesn't look like this girl did anything wrong. It's just that she kind of hyped herself up here a little bit, which is just not true. And she was not straightforward in basically telling him why she doesn't want a relationship with him. It's okay. He didn't accept it, so I even took time to tell him over the phone the specific reasons I did not want to date him. Damn, son! He didn't accept it again. So I gave him a brief no. After that, he sent me a letter expressing that he deserved a chance. We all deserve a chance, son. Contents of the letter. Okay, I already read this. The only reason I'm sending it over DM is because I don't want him to find this post. Slim chance, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Freedom to send the letter. Okay, this is all BS. Rejection. As a final note, all of these angry messages have been about how I made him feel bad and how terrible I am for it. Well, did you even consider how he made me feel? Did you? This was not a good or fun experience for me. I feel nervous and upset and scared about re-entering the world of online dating. I feel nervous about meeting people in person. I feel nervous about saying no openly, albeit politely again. And I feel like my choices won't matter to people I'm going out with. If you don't care about the feelings of the girl you're going out with, you are 100% not ready to date. Nothing wrong with persistence, but anyways, to each his own. All right, so let's see. This reminds me of a guy that says, let's check out the comments. Why can't women just directly say no if they're not interested instead of ghosting me? Ghosting, blah, blah, blah. I'll always say no. Okay, let's find some bad comments. Come on. This is me telling her, DM me the story. I would order this too. Okay, I'm not seeing a whole lot of negative comments, so we're just gonna end the video here. But basically, moral of the story, guys: don't fall in love immediately. And if you start feeling very strongly for someone, you need to acknowledge that one, it's not love. You need to check yourself. And guys, texts like these don't work with people you have never met. This guy didn't even meet her. After 2 or 3 hours, this text does not work. You do not have a relationship text like this. Oh shit! Like, what is wrong with guys, man? Like Jesus! Like, how do you think this is I have plenty of options. Yeah, BS you do. I don't think you have plenty of options at all. All right, you know what? This is kind of embarrassing me at this point. This is Random signing out. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on Reddit r/randoms. You can interact with me on there if you want. You can follow my Twitch stream. Like, yeah. You know, you guys know all that. You know. Yeah. I don't know. Nothing else to say. What I will say is, if you guys have any questions about relationships, by all means, feel free to contact me on Reddit and let me know. I'd be very interested in hearing about your relationships. I can also give you advice if that's what you're looking for. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested in that sort of thing, hearing different people's perspectives. And I would be very interested in making more videos about this kind of stuff, because I naturally find this stuff entertaining. So anyways, thank you so much for watching the video. And if you watch until the end, you're a keeper. All right, this is Random signing out. Have an awesome day.